So one of the places that you can move to, if you like this area, Central Virginia, the Greater Charlottesville area, or however you like to refer to it, one of the locations is Greene County. It's Greene with an E on the end, and it was actually an offshoot of Orange County. Don't ask me where these colors came from. I think there would be people with those names. It was separated from Orange County way back when, certainly before my time, if you can believe that. It is one of the smallest counties in Virginia. As a matter of fact, it is the second smallest county in Virginia in terms of land mass. So let me give you some numbers here. Greene County is only 157 square miles. Now that sounds like a big number, but as I said before, it's the second smallest county in Virginia. Don't ask me what the first one is. Not in my area. I don't go there. Don't cover that. But Greene County, 157 square miles. Now, what's the population of Greene County? As you would guess, it's not very big. There are only 21,000 people in Greene County. I can tell you this, that's a little bit larger than Madison County, which is immediately to the north. That's right around 15,000. And it is less than Orange County, which is to the east. That's about 35,000 total population there. So anyway, this gives us 136 people per square mile. Now, by comparison, let's look at Albemarle County. And I apologize if all this seems dull and boring. These are just numbers. I was curious about what's the population density. So when I talk about Albemarle this time, we're not including the city of Charlottesville. That's a separate thing. But Albemarle County is about 5 times larger in both measures in terms of square miles and also total population. Albemarle County is 726 square miles. Its population is right at 116,000 people. That gives us a density of 159 people per square mile. So it's a little higher than Greene. Not a huge amount higher, but it is measurably higher. So the reason I bring this up is if you're thinking about spreading out a little bit, getting out where you're not shoulder to shoulder with a lot of people, and Albemarle is known for having a lot of neighborhoods and people can be stacked up on top of each other. So if you want some room to spread out, maybe even have a chance of a mountain view, then let me suggest Greene County. Major roads through here. Route 29, which runs through this area, through the center of this area really, runs north-south, and that goes straight through Greene County from the bottom to between Albemarle County and Madison. And then there's US Route 33, which runs east-west. It'll take you all the way over to Harrisonburg. And if you head east, it'll even take you all the way to the city of Richmond. It's not a bad drive, a 2-lane road most of the way. Very scenic, it's enjoyable, and take you past a lot of sites that are good to see. But if you want to get on George Washington National Forest, Route 33 will take you there. If you want to go over Lydia Mountain, which has got a lot of history, Route 33 will take you there. If you want to go past the house that has not seen a speck of paint, this is just between Lydia and the National Forest. And there's a legend about it. I don't know. It's a house that has a huge porch on it and harkens back to, 1920s, Prohibition time. The story was that whenever the wash was hung out to dry on the porch, that's when the moonshine was available. Personally, I think it's an old wives' tale, but it's a little bit of local color, and that property is in Greene County as you start at the mountain and head on toward Harrisonburg. Anyway, so that's a little bit of lore as far as Greene County is concerned, but let me give you a little more information on the rural nature of the county. There's really only one town in there, that's Standardsville, named after William Stannard, who created it based on a land grant that he had from way back when. So Standardsville is really the only town in Greene County, and its population is somewhere between 400 and 500 at this point. So we're not talking very big, all right? That's the only town. Now, we have a couple of other places if you get on the internet. Ruckersville is one I will tell you about, again, named after the Rucker family. But Ruckersville is not even considered a town. It's considered a census-designated population, or census populated designation, I don't know, CDP. But look it up. It doesn't have its own government or anything like that. It's not even incorporated. There are a lot of unincorporated towns, but Ruckersville doesn't even come up to that. So it's just a collection of businesses, both retail, and others, some manufacturing, warehouse, that sort of thing. But it's right on 29. So as you head north from Albemarle and Charlottesville, you're gonna pass through Ruckersville, and it's just a lot of stuff on both sides of Route 29, but it's known as Ruckersville. So that's another area. It's also an address for many of the people who live there, also people who cover other counties. Ruckersville, census designated place. And then another one that's considered such in Greene County is if you go out 33, couple of miles from Ruckersville, and then head south on Amicus Road, you'll run into Twin Lakes, which is another census designated place. Twin Lakes is also a homeowners association. The lake skyline is there, and it's actually two lakes that come together, hence the name Twin Lakes. I think it's Skyline and Quarter Creek Lake. But the community is built up around that, and I happened to be out there the other day. I just thought it was great. I was looking at this house. Can't say much for the house. It was for sale, and it was a bit of a fixer-upper. And also, anyway, we won't go into that. But I will tell you this. It was on the east side of the lake, so you're looking downhill. In other words, it's lakefront. So you're looking downhill at this wonderful water view, and then off in the distance, here's the Blue Ridge Mountains. And I'm thinking, this is wonderful. So, great view. A lot of other properties within Twin Lakes, Twin Lake Estates as the HOA is known. But lots of places in the county, whether you're in the HOA or not, it's just so close to the mountains, and there's just this rugged beauty to it. Again, if this is what you like, and it definitely appeals to me, that's something that you would want to look into when you're up here. Also, I don't have numbers on this. I can get them and give them to you. But Greene County, the median home price is a lot less than Albemarle. So if you have to work in Albemarle or Charlottesville, and you're willing to spend a little more time commuting, you can get some really good deals on property. Plus, if you buy right, you can get some acreage, you can get gorgeous mountain views. That's the big appeal to Greene County. In addition, I'd say there are some other places there. Greene County has got some breweries and wineries, popular for that. And also, this is something that's been around a while, but there is a test facility just north of Ruckersville, right off of 29. It's home to the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety test track. They have a 5-mile undercover test track, so it's protected from the weather by a big cloth canopy. This is something to see because it's definitely visible from the road from miles away. But this is where they do the crash tests to determine how safe is the vehicle. You'll see all these results in consumer reports, and it's provided back to the manufacturers. And this is where they'll do actual testing. And it's helped over the decades to make our vehicles safer. So that facility is right there in Greene County. Another place, I mentioned Standardsville with its low population, but there's a lot of history in this area, as you can imagine. One of the places I like, because I ate there years ago. My wife and I went out with another couple and just had the most wonderful meal, and that's the Lafayette Inn. That's in Standardsville, right on the edge of town. But there are places tucked away within this rural expanse of Greene. So if you're interested in knowing more about it, or would like to get some numbers on the demographics and cost of living, cost of homes, that sort of thing, how the prices are running, leave a comment down below and give me a like and subscribe, and we'll catch you next time.